Hello there and welcome to the series of videos that's going through the content of A-Level Maths. Here we're solving binomial problems with the binomial expansion, so you can answer questions from exercise 8c. I really do recommend that you've had a go at exercise 8c and become really familiar with how you can expand really high powers of brackets with the binomial expansion. Okay, let's get into a problem then. So what we're going to do is just locate the power on x, the coefficient on x to the 4 from this bracket here, 2 plus 3x to the power of 10. Now from this, what we're going to need, if we want x to the power of 4, we're going to look for that 3x to be to the power of 4. Now if we've got 3x to the power of 4, what does the 2 need to be to the power of? Well, the powers need to add up to make 10, so 2 needs to have a power of 6 on it. And if we've got choose 4 on the 3x here, then we're going to need 10 choose 4. Simplify all of your brackets here, and the coefficient is just going to be the number that's in front of x to the power of 4, so that's 1,088,640. Okay, so you really need to be experienced in expanding the brackets with the binomial expansion here. If you're looking for an x to the power of 4, you should immediately know that you're looking for 4 powers on this 3x term. Okay, let's have a go at this one here now. Slightly more difficult because we've got 2 components to our expansion here. We're looking for the coefficient of x cubed on 2 plus x bracket 3 minus 2x to the power of 7. Now we need to consider the different ways that we'll get an x to the power of 3 term. So what we could get to start with is an x to the power of 3 term that will multiply by the 2 when we expand our bracket with 2 plus x. Or from the x squared term out of this expansion here would times by the x to give a power on the x cubed as well. So there's 2 different ways that we can get an x cubed term here with this expansion of 2 plus x at the front here. So what we need to consider is finding the x cubed coefficient and the x squared coefficient so we can expand them. So what we need to do first is expand this 3 minus 2x to the power of 7. So for the x cubed term we need minus 2x to be cubed. We then need 3 to be to the power of 4 because we need 7 powers in total. And then we need 7 choose 3 at the front of it. So that's going to be the x cubed term, which is minus 22,680x cubed. Now we need to think about what the x squared term is going to be. Well, in this case here we need minus 2x to be squared. We need 5 powers on the 3. And then we need a 7 choose 2 because we're choosing 2 of these minus 2x's. So in this case here we get 20,412. Now remember what we're going to do is we're going to expand the x squared term with the x and this term here with the 2. So timesing this one here by 2 in the expansion of this bracket here, we get this value here. And then when we expand the coefficient on the x squared here by x, we get 20,412x cubed. So the total of these two here is going to be minus 24,948x cubed. So the coefficient here is minus 24,948. Okay, a slightly more difficult problem now. We have an unknown value inside the bracket with the x. So g of x is 1 plus kx to the power of 10, where k is a coefficient on the x cubed, is 15. Find the value of k. So what we'll do then is we'll expand the coefficient on x cubed. So we need the kx term here to be to the power of 3. We then need 7 powers in total, we need 10 powers in total, so it's 1 to the power of 7. And we also need a 10 choose 3 at the front here. So calculating what we get here and simplifying it, we get 120 k cubed x cubed. And we know this is going to equal 15 on the coefficient of x cubed. So we can set up this little equation here. 120 k cubed equals 15. divide by 120, cube root your answer, and you get k as a half. So this is our value for k. K equals 1/2. So we expanded it as normal using the k's, and then we set it up an equation based on what they've given us on the coefficient of x cubed. A similar question here, write down the first three terms in ascending powers of this binomial expansion, and then we'll work on a little problem after this. So 1 plus qx, so starting with the 1 to the power of 8, then it's going to be 8, choose 1, reduce the power on the 1, increase the power on the qx. Then it's going to be increase the value on the choose, decrease the power on the 1, increase the value on the qx. And that's just the first three terms, so that's all we need. So simplifying this, and we're going to get 1 plus 8qx plus 28k squared, so q squared x squared. Part B of this question then is given that 1 plus qx to the power of 8 has a coefficient of x of minus r and a coefficient on x squared of 7r, find out the value of q and r. So what we can do then is set up a little equation based on the numbers that are in front of the x term. So 8q equals minus r, and the coefficient on the x squared term here is 28x squared equals 7r. And now we've just got two simultaneous equations here. So substituting in r equals minus 8q, we're going to get 7 times minus 8q is minus 56q. What we'll need to do then is add that onto the other side and factorize. Oh, that's a good idea to divide through by 28. So we get q is either 0, but it's a non-zero constant, so that's not a factor. So q equals minus 2 is the answer there. Substituting q back into this top equation here, and you get r is 16. Okay, so I hope you are getting more comfortable with the problem-solving aspects of binomial expansion here. Have a go at these two questions here. Pause the video and get on with the question. Right then, let's have a go at this question here then. So we want the x cubed coefficient for this expansion here. So what we want therefore is the 2x term to be the cubed expression. We need the powers to add up to 5, so we need 1 to be squared, and then we need 5 choose 3. So 5 choose 3 is 10 times 1 times 8x cubed. So the coefficient on the x cubed term here is 80. Okay, question 2 here, the coefficient on x squared of this expansion here is 60. Find the two possible values of a. So if we need the x term to be squared, then we need ax to be squared. We're going to need the 2 to have its power add up to make 6, so that's 4. And then we're going to need 6 choose 2. 6 choose 2 is 15, 2 to the power of 4 is 16, times a squared x squared. And if this value equals 60, then we've got 240a squared, which equals 60, because the coefficient on the x squared is 60. Divide through by 240 then, and we get a is a quarter, so therefore a must be plus or minus a half. So these are the two values of the constant a. Right, so do spend some time having a go at questions on exercise 8D. They are pretty challenging actually, so don't feel bad if you're finding them quite difficult. So page 166, persevere through those difficult ones and ask your teacher if you need any help with them. Right, thanks for watching.